Return Collector fans, Fly Guy for TekSushi.com. Yet another Marvel Legends Infinite Series figure review. This one, of course, does come with a Build-A-Figure part, and we'll take you through and show you that. It's the S.H.I.E.L.D. Mandroid. But in this case, we're going to look at Baron Zemo here. There's the Cap logo up at the top, and the Captain America logo from the Winter Soldier movie. And these are comic-based figures. You get a nice shiny Marvel Legends Infinite Series logo and Soldiers of AIM. It's a joint package because this is also the same package that you get the, as I call them, the Banana Beekeeper AIM Soldier, but we'll look at that in just a minute. I bought this from DorkSideToys.com. If you want to buy it, there's a link directly underneath. Go there and you can pick this guy up. Definitely recommend you do, because there are another wave of these figures coming out, which you'll need to finish off the S.H.I.E.L.D. Mandroid. And there's some great looking figures from the Captain America Winter Soldier movie, which you definitely want to pick up, especially Scarlett Johansson. There's only one of her per case, so definitely pre-order at that link below if I was you. I've done it. So Baron Zemo is the figure we've got here in all of these crazy goofiness. Another banana fan. So the Build-A-Figure part that comes in this, sadly, is exactly the same as the AIM Soldier. It's the right arm of the S.H.I.E.L.D. Mandroid. So if you're buying these guys, the Commander and the Soldier, you get the same part. So, However, I guess this is because these soldiers are generally army builders, so it may be very difficult to get hold of this part because so many people are getting multiple buy. And I know so many already that have bought like 5 or 6 of these AIM soldiers. I'm surprised actually they get any left after the amount of people that have been buying them. But there's the part that is based off the Ironmonger from the Iron Man Marvel Legends from last year. It's a kind of modified figure there, but again, not much to show you until we get the full parts. But we'll give that a review once we do and the other waves come out. So that's the packaging. Let's get a look at Baron Zemo. Now, up until a couple of years ago, I had no idea who Baron Zemo was, and a couple of fanboys, when I reviewed a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive that we got, globally we got to review it first, absolutely killed me in flames because I didn't know all the intimate details of Baron Zemo and his thigh measurements. It was like absolute internet rage by some fanboys going banana batshits about Baron Zemo and how important he was to the universe. Well, look, you know what? He may well be, but he's still a bit of a silly-looking baddie, that's for sure. What is all yellow? What's the thing with these bad guys? If you're going to be bad, everybody knows you should be in black and a trench coat. That's the bad guys. Anyway, Baron Zemo, for all his craziness in the comics, is pretty spot on here in terms of the look and feel of him. He's got that kind of purple mask and a nice sculpt on his face. His kind of earmuff, crown, whatever you want to call it, is pretty well moulded onto here. We've seen some iterations in the comics where it's a crazy looking crown or whatever it may be, but this one's pretty subdued. Really nice sculpt on the body, as you can see, very kind of ripped torso, and all the kind of sculpting around the neck is beautifully done, right down to the abs. Nice huge big belt buckle on him. That's just massive, that thing. Really as big as his stomach. And down to the thighs and the knees, and yet again, all these baddies love yellow. It must be a fashion thing, I don't know. To be really bad, you gotta wear yellow. So that's the new thing. And he's got a sword in the back there. I've used that as a kind of unofficial sheath the sword, because the one that you get, I think, for it doesn't really kind of work. But we'll talk about that in just a moment. So the sword itself is a nice solid silver colour with a kind of nice looking yellowy crest gold handle. It's nicely done, very detailed. The gun which he comes with is rather pimpin'. It's very good. Goes with these crazy lemony colour. He's basically a pimp, this guy. He's got a little leopard skin pistol. Let me just show you that up close. Really, Baron Zemo is a pimp, let's face it. So is it leopard skin? It's like a horse's, oh god, you know what I mean, my brain's just gone to pot. It's leopard skin, it's got to be leopard skin. Goes with these furry boots. Yeah, it's a little bit better than that. There. Horses, what the hell was, anyway, I'm on drugs. Nice little pistol, very detailed. Lots of little nodules and bits and pieces on it. Got a kind of retro, kind of World War II vibe going on too. But yeah, really like that. So he doesn't officially really have a holster for that. You can see there's 2 weapons he's got in there with a nice big Z like Zorro underneath each one. But they are not working holsters. You cannot remove those pistols, so they're moulded on. It's a bit of a shame. That would have been really good to get that but no, sadly not. We were forbidden. So there is no working holster for his pistol, really. However, there is a holder there that looks as if it's for the sword, and if you genuinely do, let me just move that around a little to give you a bit more focus. If I move that and take the sword and place that in, it just doesn't go in because of the thighs. You can kind of wedge it in, but then good luck trying to turn that around in the body. It just, yeah, it bends the plastic. It doesn't really fit. I'm assuming it's for the sword, but it's just, yeah, it's problematic in terms of fitting there. So much better, I find, is take the sword out and put it in the back of the his kind of weapon belt there, and it sits on the back much better than it does on the front of that. Leaving the front of that holster for you to actually use that to put his pimp pistol. There we go. I've just now officially called it the pimp pistol. It'll have to be that forever. There we go. So that kind of works there. It gives you a little pimp pistol holder there, but yeah, a little strange. In terms of the overall articulation of this guy, he's rocking. He's got everything going on for him. As you can see there just under the neck, he's got a ball joint with a hinge. Ball joint with a hinge at the shoulders. Also got a swivel bicep. Got a double joint at the elbow. And he's also got swivel wrists and that double pivot too. So lots of articulation on this guy. You can see his ab crunch going on. He's also got a swivel waist on him. Underneath the skirt, because all bad guys must have a skirt obviously. There is little pins in there, and you'll see the thigh articulation as well, and the double joint on the knees, and he's also got his rockin', if I can move them, there we go, the rockin' vonkels. So plenty of movement on Baron. He looks the part, got the articulation, again, yellow, what the, anyway, but apart from that, he is a good figure. So 6 inches in height, and a very cool collectible he is. Again, you get a Build-A-Figure part with it, good packaging, and again, like me, if you want to get it, click below and you can see the link for Darkside Toys, which is also below for all our social channels. You'll find all the stuff for Google+, Twitter, Facebook, and all that jazz, and we've got a couple more figures to review in this wave, so stay tuned. More Marvel Legends Captain America figures coming up. Cheers.